Hey guys, today I'm going to talk to you about the GVM 480LS LED panel. Again, for this product, I'm not going to do an unboxing because I've had these lights for about 2 or 3 years. So first off, this is a 480 LED panel. So it has 400 LED diodes. One good thing I love about this light, I love it and I hate it at the same time, is the fact that it's bicolored, which means you can either go tungsten or you can go daylight. So it goes from 2300K all the way up to 6800K. It is very bright, however, I'm not a big fan of bicolor lights only because you're kind of losing half the power. So that's why I'm not such a big fan. You can get full power out of this light if you leave it in the blending mode in the middle. If I turn on the panel here, you can kind of see its brightness. Right now it's actually at 10% and it's actually pretty bright panel. Now, I do have it in the middle, so that's why it probably seems a little bit brighter. But if I switched the color temperature here, going all the way to tungsten here, you see how orangey it looks, and it's still bright, but it's not as bright as if you had both LED diodes on here. So here I'm going to switch it all the way to daylight, and again, like I said, it's pretty bright. If I set it into like the middle, you kind of see that it does kind of seem to get brighter because essentially both pairs of LEDs are coming on. As I said, this is 10%. This is the light at 100% or 99 is what it says on the back, and you can see how bright it is. It is very bright. I do find that the other light is brighter, the one that I reviewed before. But again, that's because number one, that's a 60-watt LED, and it's also not bicolored. So when I bought these, I actually bought them on Amazon. They were very inexpensive. I got them for, I believe at that time, it was $65. One of the reasons why I decided to actually buy it was because this you can use with either plug-in power or with Sony NPF batteries. They're great for filmmakers who need to have power where it's like a fairly remote place and you don't really have access to outlets, so this is perfect for that. For those who are wondering, when you plug in the light and you have the batteries on, the batteries don't charge when you use the light. So be aware of that. You'll need to have an external charger for your batteries in case you need to replace them. Something that you should also be mindful about this light is the fact that even though it has 2 slots for batteries, it doesn't mean that you can only use one and then use the other. The way it works is each battery lights up one color. So if you have a battery on one side, only one color will work. So it'll either be daylight or tungsten. I actually have used these lights a lot. I can tell you that they put out very wonderful illumination. They have a rating, I think, of 95 CRI, so it's pretty high up there. As far as the build of this light, it is made out of metal. I believe this is aluminum. Everything here is made out of metal, including the light stand port. So one good thing about these lights is the fact that you can either mount them vertically like this, or if you prefer, you can mount them on the side here. So that's something that I think is very handy. Just be mindful that if you move this too much, eventually these handles here, they will become loose. So make sure that once you place it on the light stand, you angle it how you want it and then tighten these up, and you won't have any issues at all with it moving or anything like that. When you get the lights, they actually come within a case, which is very nice and handy because it's really good for portability. And inside you'll find the panel with the power cord. It comes with these screws here, which I'll show you in a second what they're for. There's also this diffuser thing. The diffuser has these 4 holes here, and that's where you put the screws on. You would screw it onto the light here, which also has 4 screw holes. This diffuser doesn't necessarily make the light any softer. Really, it just adds scattering to it. So if you're looking to get a softer light out of these, then you may want to look at other options for soft boxes, or even using a reflector to bounce off the light to make it more soft. So to show you the back of the light, so you have the power switch here, then you have the dimmer or the intensity, and then finally here you have the temperature color. So when you turn this on, depending on which knob you turn, it'll tell you, like for example, in this knob, this is the color. So right now this is at 2300K, and then you can go switch and now it's at 68K. And if you move the intensity, you'll see the numbers here switch. So the lowest that it goes is 10, and then you can actually increase it by 1. But one thing I really like about this is the fact that if you go really fast, it'll actually go really quickly. Here's where it's going to be at its brightest if you bring it here to like towards the middle, because now both colors are on. And then here we go back to just the 6800. When I first found these lights on Amazon, they had 3 colors that you could choose from. So I got the red ones and I also got some black ones. They also have another one in lime green, which I kind of wanted to get, but By the time I wanted to get them, they were already sold out. Now, I haven't found these exact models again on Amazon, but they do have newer ones. I believe that the newer ones now go for like $80, which is still a pretty good deal, especially considering other brands, which are usually priced higher. But for what you're paying for this light, they actually are very good lights. With the people and friends that I work with, they always tell me to bring the lights because of their portability and because they output such good quality of light as well. When you've been running them for a long time, they actually don't run hot. You're definitely going to feel some heat, but it's very warm. It's not something that's going to burn you or anything like that. Also, I believe these lights are fanless, so you don't have to worry about any fan noise or anything like that, and they can run for very long periods of time. If any of you have any questions regarding this light panel that I haven't covered here, please leave them down in the description below, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. If you at all found this review helpful, or if you liked it, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Thank you.